The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Check 280. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 386. 53 to Mike. Hey. Easy. Check. Kill.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On first down, Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Silver. Hey, alert. 55, drop. Hey, eat. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Check. Mike, 45.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Switch.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, you ready? Three's mine. Check, 53's mine. Pick it up, pick it up.
From the 38, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
I'll go special. 45, Mike. Zoom. Rip right. 45's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
All day, dog. Hey, watch it, watch it. Alert. Right there, 54. 19. 54, Mike. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, team.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
That's right, baby.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. Let's go, baby. Tango. Tempo.
Here's Hines. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Campbell making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Seahawks.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And it's caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm here all day.
Spot that.
This is Hines. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check three. Back. Slant.
They run with Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Keep it up, guys. Big air. 12.
Going on the ground with Homer. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Further. Turn it.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Ready? 50, plant. 3. You better bring it. You better bring it. 5.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.